Hello everyone and happy Friday. Welcome back to another episode of the Left Lane Dismantle series. Today we're looking at a 2002 Porsche Boxster. We're going to show you how to remove one of your front brake calipers and all the various special tools you might run into that are required to get this done. We're going to show you how to do it and we'll go ahead and get to it. Now that we're sitting down in front of our Porsche, looking in the area we're going to be working in, you can see we've already removed the front wheel. We do have the car up in the air to give us full access all around the caliper. You always keep in mind whenever you're working on your brakes that there is fluid in here. So, we are at the shop. We don't just want to open the lines up and dump them out on the ground. So we're going to be using a pneumatic bleeder to get all the fluid out of the system so it's nice and dry for when we take off the caliper and we don't make a huge mess. This is just a Harbor Freight unit. This is $99 at the store. Can be used on many makes and models. Something that's great to have in your home personal shop if you're going to be doing any amount of maintenance or repairs, because you can bleed your brakes with this by yourself. So it turns a two-person job to a one-person job. So we'll be using this today, along with whenever you're working on your brake components, brake lines, bleeder screws, anything like that. You're never going to want to use standard wrenches. You're always going to want to grab a line wrench. These are a special wrench. You'll notice that they have a slot for the line to slip through, and then you get way more contact points to actually grip on the bolt that you're working on. And brake lines are typically made out of a brass or a copper, which is a notoriously soft metal, and your wrenches are made of steel. So the steel will always bend the brass before the brass wants to go. So it's really important before doing any brake work to pick yourself up a pack of line wrenches. First thing we're going to do is leave the system. We're going to pop off first cap. I usually like to use some pliers or something. Pop it off, just like so. What we're going to go ahead and do is, this is a 11 millimeter. What I'm going to do is just pre-brake it before I put the bleeder on. Just going to get it ready to go. Alright, so now we know it's nice and loose. Go tighten it back up. A pneumatic bleeder. Attach it on so. Attach it on so. Alright. Go ahead and put the air up to the bleeder. Alright. Now we'll go ahead and turn the suction on. Now we have suction. Go ahead and open the valve. So we've had the pneumatic bleeder set up for a second. We started on the outermost bleeder valve. Got most of the fluid out of the system. Of course, you never can get all of it, but you just want to be able to get the majority of it so you can less of the mess when you bust your lines off. So we sucked it out of the first one, then set the pneumatic bleeder on the second bleeder valve inboard and kind of ran it for a minute until there's just nothing coming out. So now that the system has been full of brake fluid, we'll go ahead and pop off the rear line, unplug it from the sensors, and then take out the two 10 millimeter Allen bolts. And we'll have a brake caliper in our hands. Now that we have all the fluid out, our dust cap's back on the bleeder screw, this is where that line wrench comes into play. So you can see it's a 10 millimeter, it just slips over the line. And of course, lefty loosey, righty tighty. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. There it goes. Add a little bit of force on there. So if you try to put that much force on a normal wrench on a brass nut like this, you will absolutely strip it, and you will not be in for a good time. I definitely, on one of my cars in the past, took me stripping 3 lines to then learn that there's a special tool to take these lines off. So don't be like me and strip your brake lines out. Get the special tools, get the right tools, and get the job done the right first time. Now technically, once you have it broken free, you could come in here with a standard 10mm wrench, so you have a little more accessibility to it. But it's pretty spacious in here, so I'll just keep this. Of course, I'm gonna go get a drip pan, because I know even though we vacuumed the system out, it's still gonna have some fluid in there that's gonna fall on the ground. So you'd rather catch it with a pan and not make a mess of your garage. Look at that. Look how hardly any fluid is coming out. And that is because we hooked up that pneumatic bleeder to get all that stuff out. So now our line is completely free from the caliper, not really leaking anything, as you can see. And then that'll leave us with our wear indicator sensors, which we'll go ahead and come unplug. All right, now we're unplugging our clip. There's just a little metal tab here. You pull out on it, the sides. You got these little pry out here, and pull up, and then this just simply pulls out. Just like that. Now that we have the line disconnected, the wire unplugged, everything like that, we're just down to the last step, which is the 2 10mm Allen bolts right there. I am using kind of an extension on this because these caliper bolts can have some decent amount of torque on them sometimes. Yep. Should just wanna, come right off. Sometimes what you might want to do is get a soft mallet or something. If you find yours is really stuck on there, get a soft mallet, a rubber mallet, or a dead blow mallet. Just give it a few pop, 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 and pop off. But that is your brake caliper from your 2002 Porsche Boxster. Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Left Lane Dismantle series. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Of course, all the parts that you see in our videos and are available for sale. We are a full-service parts house specializing in European and Japanese cars. So parts like this and many others are available on our eBay store and our website. Links will be found down below in the description, along with the tool lists required to get this done, and any other additional details that you might find useful. Thanks again. We'll see you next time. Have a happy Friday and happy driving.